Hi, my name is Riya and welcome to my channel English World. Today's video is about family. I know it's very common, but most of the people make silly mistakes when they talk about family. The first silly mistake is that when you talk about your family, you must include yourself. It's not possible when you're talking about your family, your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, and you are excluding yourself. You have to talk about yourself when you are talking about your family. But the problem is most of the people and the students even, they when they introduce themselves, then they talk about family. For example, if I'm a student, I'm saying my name is Riya and I belong to a nuclear family. I can't do that because I'm talking about my introduction. So when you introduce yourself, you don't have to speak any line about your family, not even that you belong to a small family or a joint family. You have to tell about only yourself. It's your introduction. But when it's the point of talking about your family, you have to include yourself. You cannot exclude yourself. The second common mistake. The second common mistake is that most of the time when it is a question or when you are asked about a family, most of the people assume that they can talk about their extended family members, they can talk about their paternal uncles, maternal uncle and aunts, they can talk about their nephew and niece, they can talk about their cousins. No, no, no. Doesn't mean that when you are asked about a family, you have to tell all the members. Family means you have to tell about only those members who are living with you in a home. So in a home with whom you are living, you have to tell about only those members. Don't tell that we are having, 40 members living in a family. Now, I am going to tell you a sequence how to talk about a family. First of all, when you are talking about your family, you must tell about the kind of the family you belong to. If you live with your parents, then it can be a nuclear family. If you live with a single parent, it can be a micronuclear family, or you can say it is a small family. If you live along with your grandparents, I mean the parents of your parents are also living there, then you can say it's a joint family. So in the first sentence, you have to tell the kind of the family you belong to. For example, I belong to a nuclear family. Now the sentence number 2. Now you are going to tell about the number of the family, like how many people, how many persons are there in your family. And there are 3 sentences which you can use when you're talking about the number of the family. Number 1, you can say, for example, there are 9. So you can say there are 9 members in my family. Number 1 sentence. Number 2, you can use that I have 8 members in my family. So when you're using I sentence, you start with I, then you have to exclude yourself. You say I have 8 members in my family. So including you, it becomes 9. And then you can say we are 9 members in my family. So you can use 3 types of sentences. There are 9 members in my family, I have 8 members, or we are 9. Sentence number 3. In this sentence, you are going to talk about the members with whom you are living in your family. Now here you again, you are using a sequence. For example, you have parents, grandparents and siblings at home. You should not start with that this family includes or it includes parents and then grandparents. You can't say like this. You have to start with the eldest member in the family. So the sentence would go like this. The family includes grandparents, my parents, and my siblings. Sentence number 4. In the 4th sentence, you are going to start with the professions of your parents, like what they are working, what they are doing. So you must start with your father. So you can say, if your father is a businessman, then you can say my father is a businessman. If he's retired, then my father is a retired employee. So coming to the mother, you can say if your mother is a housewife, you can say my mother is housewife, or you can say my mother is working lady, she's a businesswoman, she's a teacher or a doctor, whatever. So after this, in the sentence number 5, you are going to talk about your siblings. So when you're telling about your siblings, You can start with the elder one and then comes to the younger one. And these are the common sentences where students are quite confusing when they are making, sentence in English. For example, if you have a sister and then you are talking about the age of the sister, then you have to say, I have a sister. And if a sister is 2 year, elder to you, then you have to say, I have a sister. She is elder to me by 2 years. Or let's suppose you have a brother who is younger to you, then you can say, I have a brother who's younger to me by 2 years. So when you are talking about your siblings, you can tell about their age as well. If elder, then elder to me. If younger, then younger to me. And then you use a preposition by for telling how many years they are elder to you or how many years they are younger to you. And you can also tell about what they are doing. If your sister is doing something like she's doing a job or she's, doing study, then you can say that she's pursuing graduation or she's pursuing her senior secondary. So here there is one thing very important. When you are living in your home with your cousins, let's consider you have one or two cousins and you want to talk about your cousins in your family background. Then most of the time, I have heard many times, in my life that people are talking about or they introduce their cousin in such a way, she's my cousin sister, he's my cousin brother. So this is completely wrong. This is literally wrong. When you're talking about your cousin, cousin means cousin. You cannot use brother, brother or cousin sister. You simply, can say, she's my cousin, he's my cousin. Obviously, cousin doesn't mean brother and sister. They are not your blood relatives. Here comes the sixth step. So in this step, you have to talk about yourself. Now you would be thinking that how come I'm going to introduce myself? Like, what is a sentence? Like how I should start, introducing myself at this point. So here you can start with a sentence. As far as I am concerned, I am pursuing graduation. Or you can say, as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing a job. So in this way, you can talk about yourself, that what you are doing in the family. Now comes point number 7. This is very important. Most of the time, you end your family background, or when you're talking about your family, you end it with yourself. But it's very important that you share something more about your family to make an impression on somebody that you are talking about your family and you're very happy about it. So I can recommend you these lines that I share a very strong bond with each one in my family member and I feel blessed to be connected with them. So this would be a very nice way to end the family background. Time for the assignment. So in my each and every video, there is always an assignment, and you know that every assignment is very important. I know you have been learning my English since a very long time, but unless or until you don't do the assignment, this video will not, or any of the video will not be, benefited to you. So make sure you do the assignment. And the assignment is write down your family background in the comment box and get it evaluated by me. So if you're watching this video for the very first time, make sure you subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to make sure that you get notifications of each of my video. And I'll see you soon in my next lesson. Till then, you take care and stay blessed.